Alright, this is round 2 of our Vintage Humans League, or 1-0. This hand's not good, because we can't do anything on turn 1, so we're gonna put it back. This hand also doesn't have anything on turn 1, but it's a little bit stronger. It's pretty good against Dredge, and it's like okay against PO, probably a turn 2 late against PO. We don't have one yet, Matt, but you'll have one soon. I'm working on it already. I've already sent messages out. We're gonna get an emote for you, non-interactive, and PTR, because very happy and thankful that you guys are in the subs. I'm gonna keep this one. It's not great, but we're gonna keep it. Ooh, look at that. That's big game. That's exactly what we wanted to see on top. Ooh, it's Bazaar. It's perfect, really. We got a containment priest for Bazaar in main phase is odd. You don't see Bazaar in main phase too much. Hopefully. Okay, so he is on survival, which is awkward. I think we're just gonna wasteland the Bazaar. He's probably has like a Root Walla and a 1-drop to get back the thing. I think we can get this containment priest a turn later. I think it's more important that we Bazaar and we kill his Bazaar with the wasteland. I think I'm gonna lead with wasteland, and then next turn, depending on what he does on his next turn, we'll either play containment priest or we'll play Mayor of Everbrook. Mayor being pretty reasonable. If it ever flips. If it doesn't flip, not so much. But because he did leave with Bazaar, this is a survival player you haven't played tonight. He is. Survival is infesting the Vintage metagame. If you haven't tried it, you should. It's pretty fun. Wait a second. Matt, do survival players play Preordain? Is that normal? There's no Preordains in my list. I don't want to show you that. I want to make the infestation problem grow. I'm all about the infestation problem. All right, we got a Trop for a Deathrite. Makes sense. Makes sense. It's pretty unlikely that we're going to need Containment Priest right away, so I'm just going to lead with a Mayor this turn and force him to make a spell next turn. I'm playing Mana Crypt over City of Brass, because City of Brass, well, it puts a trigger on the stack whenever you do it, and it's really annoying, so I hate playing with City of Brass. Matt, did you ever put that quote in? Or, oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Savannah, is this gonna be survival? Survival would be pretty nuts here. Ah, it was survival, huh? Completely brutal. No Rod's clearly bad here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass the turn so I can flip my Mayor. And then we'll play Containment Priest when he tries to bring back Vengevines. He should definitely have activated his Deathrite and done a survival activation. I'm a little surprised he didn't. I think the Basking Root Walla is cast, so I can't stop a Basking Root Walla. But I can stop the Vengevines from coming in. I don't know if this is a May. It is a May. That's kind of unfortunate. Hopefully he goes for... Yeah, maybe he didn't have a creature. That's possible. Hopefully he goes for multiple Vengevines and not hollowed one. That way this Containment Priest does some actual work. He put a Squee. Okay, so he gets one extra survival activation every turn. That's fair. So now he discards Squee and gets... Is this a Root Walla now? He has to activate his survival again if he wants to... Oh, it's just the hollowed one. Okay. Does he have double hollowed one? No. Unfortunate for sure. We'll just put this... We'll just put this Containment Priest into play. I sold my Arclight Phoenixes, so I can't even try them in Vintage, and I really want to. Oh, wow. That's on the list of really good draws. That's pretty high on the... I'm pretty high up there. Is this a good survival hoser, Cody? Are you happy with this draw? I am not going to play this Null Rod because it doesn't really help me. Definitely not attacking into a 4/4 flying hollowed one, so we'll just get a wolf and let him go. We do have to be aware that all of his creatures have flying because he has a Wonder in the graveyard and an island in play. For those who do not know, Wonder gives your creatures flying if you have an island in play, and Wonder is in the graveyard. I totally forgot about the island part of it in a recent game versus Survival. It wasn't on stream, but there's a lot in the format right now. It's tough to play Control. I guess what we'll do is we'll cast this Berserker, but I don't think we're attacking. I definitely can't do that. Definitely need it to be another red mana. None of our attacks are super strong here. We have to lose a creature no matter what. We can't really get rid of this hollowed one, so at some point we do have to go wide, basically. But because we're not really under any pressure, it's pretty easy for us to every turn make a wolf, which is a 3/3. So at some point we'll have favorable attacks and we'll be able to get in. But he can't activate Survival and he can't bring back Vengevines, so we're not really under any pressure, which is pretty nice. I think we might need to wait 2 more turns before I like our wolf attacks. Every turn he could eat a creature and get 2 life, but it seems like he doesn't want to do that. No, so Matt, we're not playing any 1-drops in this deck besides 1 Ancestral Recall. The idea was to try to dodge Mental Misstep. Our list is like 9 Accelerants and then a pile of 2-drops, and I'm trying to like do some fairly aggressive mulliganing into 2-drops. So there will be no attacking with 4/4 wolves, which is pretty unfortunate. It does like make me think that maybe there's some deck building problems with what we're doing here, and that maybe we should be playing some way to beat through a hollowed one. Oh crap! Yeah, there definitely should be a Chalice Cheesehead. I didn't put a Chalice in. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. But I think there probably should be a Chalice in this deck. I didn't think about that. Let me just... I don't know if I have a Chalice. I don't think I... Oh, I do have a Chalice. Alright, let me just put that in there for later, and we can figure it out later. Like, maybe there's supposed to be a Manic Vandal or a Reflector Mage or something in the main. But, like, we will eventually kill him with wolves here, so. But we have to be careful of a flying all-out attack. So we should probably start getting in next turn here. What we're gonna do is I'm going to attack. We're not a spell deck, so we don't play Green Sun Zenith. We also don't have green creatures in our deck besides Mayor, so we don't play Green Sun Zenith. Here, I'm going to attack with 3 wolves and a Scab Clan Berserker. I don't want to lose Revoker or Camball or Halopack or Containment Priest, and he can really only trade 1, or he can only kill 1 pretty well. I mean, he'll probably block both his Death Rights on here, which is fine. That's fine. I'll kill a Death Right, and I'll lose a wolf. I'll hit him for 6, and at the end of turn, we'll get another wolf. We're looking pretty good now. We just have to be careful of dying in the air. Every time he eats one of our creatures, he does gain 2 life, so maybe the attack with the Scab Clan Berserker was not ideal. It could have been better to maybe not attack with the Scab Clan Berserker. What's up, Reba? We are in, yeah, we're in round 2. We won our first one versus PO, and now we're playing for survival in, I think we're in game 1, so we're doing good. It's been a great stream. We got a good audience. We got our first 3 subs on the channel. We went 4-1 with Grixis Painter, and I don't know, we're just having a really good time. It's Drink Alone Together night. If you're 21, feel free to crack a brew and drink alone with us together. I'm gonna hit the blue source, but he can always get another blue source if he wants to. So each turn... Oh, I'm an idiot. Hitting the blue source does make his things not fly. So we can, of course, get another blue source, like we were saying before. Yeah, it's super awesome. You mostly thank Non-Interactive for that. He was the first one, and he also gifted one to Chubby, but our good friend PTR also was in here, so... PTR? I might have switched some of those letters around. But he's here. He was number 2. Why drink at the bar alone where it's expensive when you can buy a 6-pack and drink alone here? It's perfect. I mean, it's only 9:44, so if we play some fast games, we could get another league in, but... we have Athalia. Why not play it? There's vintages at the bar if you put it on the big screen. Is this gonna be a counterspell? What's going on now? Is this a mind break trap? Okay, you have exiled my Thalia and took 2 damage from Kumbal to do it. Alright, we beat survival. Well, we beat survival in game 1 anyways. Alright, moving into game 2, we have a Reflector Mage. We have Wastelands, which are pretty good. I think I'm gonna take out like 1 City of Brass. Like Scrap Clan's like pretty bad versus him. We have Yixid Jailer, which is a nice one. I don't know about Spirit of the Labyrinth. That one's kind of loose. Scrap Clan is just pretty bad, so I'm definitely down to take out some Scrap Clans. Oh wait, Null Rod's really bad too. Take out Null Rod. Obviously, Revoker's nutty. These other cards are pretty good. Jailer's pretty sweet. We have to pick 2 cards from this pile here that we want in our deck. I don't know what the answer to that question is. I mean, Spirit stops Bazaar? I've been thinking about a Meddling Mage. I haven't really found the need to have a Meddling Mage, but it's definitely a human that we could put in our deck later. He doesn't cast enough spells for a Daredevil. It's basically like Static Caster only kills Rootwalla. Is that good? Why do you like Manic Vandal PRT? It's not PTR. That's something I do at work. Problem Trouble Report. Program Trouble Report? One of those. PRT. Why would you think Manic Vandal just to kill hollowed ones? That does give us a way to kill a hollowed one and battle through. That's a reasonable thought. Let's put 1 Manic Vandal in. I'm okay with that. I agree. I think it does seem better than the alternatives. I think Kambal is fine. I think like they have enough spells where it feels okay to have a Kambal in play. But yeah, Scrap Clan is very specifically for blue matchups with no blockers. I mean, blue matchups actually just pretty much all the blue matchups. I'm out of alcohol, so I need to probably go get another beer at some point. But for now, doing good. No, I don't. I mean, I have Reflector Mage in, and I think he's fine. I wouldn't say he's great. Like, he's gonna bounce a Hollowed One or a Rootwalla or something. Or no, not a Hollow One or a Vengevine or something. He'll be okay. This is like kind of awkward. Because we don't have any accelerants to get a 2-drop. But I think our 2-drops are like some of our better 2-drops, so I'm gonna keep it. If he leads off with Bazaar, it's a little awkward for us, but Lotus is pretty rough. Lotus Bazaar, Lotus Survival is gonna be a problem. Yeah, log, but we also it's a tempo play. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know if I'm right or you're right. Also, why are you not sleeping? You know, there's a lot of questions happening here. Is it the weekend and you don't need to sleep? I've always wondered this. Log is never right. Brutal. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in my head, he's playing a creature deck. We might want Reflector Mage, but it could be wrong. Oh, man. Emerald 2? This guy's got the nuts opening. Why does he have a Reclamation Sage? So just to beat Revoker? I guess that's fair. Okay, so if we don't hit an accelerant off the top, we're going to be in pretty bad shape. Why did he go for Squee there when he can go for, like, Rootwalla and, like, put... I think this guy's playing a little suboptimally. Because think about it. He can go for Rootwalla there and then activate a third time, or activate a second time, pitch Rootwalla, put it into play, get a Deathrite Shaman, play Deathrite Shaman, bring back Vengevine. Like, I think his plays were suboptimal, but I could be wrong. It doesn't really matter because we didn't hit an accelerant, so we're just gonna die. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's great. I think that the deck is really hard to play, for sure. Ooh, Rex Sage kills Spirit of the Labyrinth. He doesn't know I have a Spirit of the Labyrinth log. Get out of here. Oh, for sure, the deck is definitely tough to play. Like, absolutely. It's not even about beating humans, about making a reasonable line with his... Alright, we're going to concede this game because we're just going to die to Vengevines no matter what he chooses to do here. We'll go to the next game. I really needed... If I hit a Mox on that opening play, then I get to play a Containment Priest and he can't get any of his Vengevines back, and it's pretty good for us, but we didn't hit that, so we basically died. And that's kind of how this deck goes, so... What do we got? This hand's, is this a wizard? This is a visor. This is a horror. This hand is so awkward. We have an ancestral that we can't cast. One tribal land and no overlapping archetypes or subtypes. I mean, I think we're keeping this. I mean, I think we're keeping this. God, it just feels really bad. But we have a Revoker, so we can name Survival or Bazaar. If we name Wizard, I guess, is our best name. I think we have to name Wizard, because if we name Human and we play Camball, and then... Well, we don't really need a Yixin Jailer in play. We have a Revoker. Alright, I think I'm gonna name human. This could end poorly. We could get Mind Break Trap too. I don't think he'll Mind Break Trap us, but he did mold a 5, so maybe we have a chance. Yeah. This is like super loose. Unclaimed Territory has been pretty good for me. It's no Cavern of Souls. Oh my god, I'm gonna delete that. We can name Survival. Jerk. Get out of here. I have the power. You know how many times I've said we can name lands with Revoker? We're never learning. It's absolutely, we're never ever learning. Get out of here. My chat is full of trolls. If we hit a 5-color land, we're in such good shape here. Alright, maybe we name Deathrite Shaman. Or like a Lotus, like that works too, right? Holy moly, we are so going to murder this man. He's so dead. Oh man, it's unreal. Yeah, fair. Or dragon, really. They are getting murdered for sure. It is very likely that they are getting murdered. He could be an ox or a dragon. Really. So I could name Mox Emerald here, but he didn't play anything last turn. I'd rather like make sure my beats get in. I guess my beats were getting in no matter what. Well, I want to be getting in with my Thalia, so. Hitting Lotus might have been one of the best possible draws in our deck. And then drawing into Colorless Creature was like, oh, and Thalia, like, oh man. You guys are witnessing some humans history right here. Just you know, picture perfect play, picture perfect draws, picture perfect deck probably. 2-0, Vintage League.